Good evening, everybody. Tonight we're going to be making hot pads. And the story behind these was in the olden times when their clotheslines got kind of frail and weren't any good anymore. They would use their line, and then with old clothing or scrap material, they would make these. So in this project, you need a sewing machine, and you're gonna need a 1/4-inch cotton cording. It's a number 2. And I got this off of Amazon. It's Great Lakes cordage. You're gonna need scissors. You're also gonna need a jean needle for your machine. You're gonna need a little glue and a bunch of scrap material. A ruler, rotary cutter, and we're gonna start cutting our fabric into inch-wide strips. So let me get a couple started and change my needle, and I'll be right back. Okay, so just put your cord on the floor and start getting some scrap material and start cutting strips. So you're gonna want them at least an inch. If you get 3/4, that's fine. You just don't want to go any smaller because you're gonna be rolling a lot if you use a smaller width. So just cut these an inch width. That's a half, so we're not going to use that. Okay. So get your glue, and we'll come over here. Okay, I switched my needle. You're gonna go onto a zigzag. You might have to figure out your width and stuff. I usually do about 240. I think I did 3.6. I'll check it. So the first thing you do is you get a strip. All right, now let me get us down here. Okay. So the first thing you do, you take some of your cord, some of your fabric. Take your glue, and you're going to need clips for this, and glue an end of your fabric. Then put your cord in and fold it over your cord. And try to get it kind of even. Okay, just like that. Then you're going to put a little glue down, and you're going to fold one end over. and hold that for a second. And then put some more glue on this flap. And fold it over. Try to get it tight. Okay, so then you have it like this. Then put a clip on it and let that dry for a minute. Then what you're gonna do is start to wrap it. Now your first wrap, you're gonna have to have this bent a little or folded, but kind of go up to where your seam is showing, your folds. And pull tight. And then go across it one more time. Okay, now you're going to start wrapping. So wrap, wrap, wrap. Now to get these started on the sewing machine is hard. I'm going to tell you. But once you get going, it gets a lot easier. So keep wrapping your fabric. And we got to start with a straight stitch first, so I won't set that yet. Okay. Then take a little glue and tack that down. And take a clip. Then take your next piece, put a little glue on it, and kind of go over right where you stopped. And keep wrapping. Put another clip to hold it. So keep wrapping it. In your first circle, you're going to want it to be 3 inches. Don't make these any bigger than 8 inches because they get very floppy. A lot of people have asked me to do placemats and it does not work. So don't waste your time trying to do a placemat. Okay. And clip. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, let's see if I can get this down here, which is going to show better. Okay, unclip it, and you're going to roll it, but you want the long piece on your right side. So you want to roll that a couple times. Okay, so you're going to get a piece like this. And you're going to sew straight down from here to where it connects. So let's do that. And I have blue thread in because my main color is blue. So kind of just push that down your middle. Okay, now you're going to start to turn it. And now we're going with the zigzag. So you might have to just test it a couple times to see what width you're hitting both ends of just keep rolling it and pressing it down. Okay. And roll it and press it down. Keep rolling it. Roll it some more. And just keep going around. Be sure you catch both ends of your circle. Okay, when you have a couple inches left, put on another piece. So just glue it a little and wrap it and put a clip on. Keep wrapping it. Start again. Okay, continue wrapping. Put a little glue down, clip it, get your next piece, and start wrapping. You want a tight wrap. And you want your first circle to be 3 inches. So let me get to 3 inches and then I'll show you what to do. Okay, I'm at 3 inches. So I have my little ruler. And we're at 3 inches. So you're going to add your next fabric. And you're going to do the exact same thing. A little glue. Start wrapping it. Clip it. And keep going. Now your next section here, you're going to have 6 rows, and you're gonna stop where you began, so everything kind of adds up. So just keep wrapping. If you have a really long piece, put a dab of glue down and keep wrapping. And keep going around in a circle. And wrap some more. I will get this section done and I'll come back. Okay, now we have 6 rows on and we're about 6 inches. So you want about 6 inches. So you're gonna do 4 more rows of your other color. Just do the same thing. Glue and wrap around. And I'll come back when I'm almost done with this and I'll show you how to end your cord. Okay, I'm almost at the end of my 4th row. Okay, so here's my end. So you want to have enough to come right to there with your cord and your fabric. So what you're going to do is cut your cord. And you can put a little glue right there. Okay, now you're going to wrap it a couple times, like 3 times. Then you're gonna bend it over, fold this in half, and then you're gonna wrap it, put a little glue, okay, and let that dry for just a second. And don't worry about all the ends, like the little pieces of thread. You can go around and cut them off. Also, they wear off. But if there's any like big ones, just cut them. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put this like halfway under this one. Now this is, you got to go slow because your sewing machine doesn't really like it much, but you try to get your piece that's okay. So, and you're just going to push it with your fingers and hold it. Just start easing it underneath. Go slow and ease it. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna bend this piece a little bit more, and on your back side, on the back side of it, you're gonna put it in and zigzag that down. So then you have it kind of like underneath, so it's not sticking out. Okay, and then what I do is with my light, I'll go and I'll start like spreading these apart a little. And if I see any spots where I've missed a zigzag stitch, like right in here, just go back in and just zigzag it. Okay, then get your iron going. And at this time, you can just take your scissors. Don't cut the material. Just go around and cut your edge piece. Okay. Now, I use a little starch on mine, so you just spray it on. Get that little thread. Okay, so I just spray it on both sides. And then you're gonna steam this. Oh, I need a little water. And just go around in circles. And then go the other way. And then just let it dry. And you have a hot pad. And that's all there is to it. Just afterwards, I would suggest that you change your needle so you're not using a jean needle on your other clothing, because that doesn't work very well. So that is the first thing I do, is I take out my needle and I put my other one in that I've been using. If you use a lighter weight needle, you're going to be breaking them, going through them. And then the next thing you should do is clean your top of your sewing machine, because you do get some glue on it, just a little. And the next thing you should do is remove your bobbin case. And you will see that this has left a lot of dust. And you don't want that. That's not good for the bobbin case. Because this stuff, it does leave a lot of lint in your machine. And then just put it back together. And that is it. So tomorrow, I think we're going to do bowl cozies. I got a few orders of bowl cozies to do. So I guess I'll show you how to do those. You're going to need batting, material, and a template, which I'll put a link in the description so you'll know where to get it. I got it off of Amazon. So, but that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. We're going to be doing a lot of things. So, y'all have a good evening.